Greetings, fellow explorers of the unknown. Welcome back to the Darkened Crypt, your digital sanctuary for tales that tickle the spine and ignite the imagination. I'm your host, Mr. Cornwell, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join me once again. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, Mr. Cornwell, is this another one of your spooky stories? And to that, I say absolutely. But more than that, it's an invitation. An invitation to step outside the boundaries of our everyday reality and consider the possibilities that lie just beyond our grasp. Here at the Darkened Crypt, we're not here to tell you what to believe. We're here to present the strange, the unexplained, and the downright bizarre, and then invite you to draw your own conclusions. We're a community of curious minds, of seekers and ponderers, and we believe that the greatest discoveries often come from asking the most daring questions. We want to be friendly and informative so that everyone can enjoy the show. We want to take a look at the evidence and then ask, what if? The Darkened Crypt has been a labor of love for quite some time now. It began as a small project, a way to share my fascination with the mysteries of the universe with a few like-minded individuals. But thanks to the incredible support of our viewers, it's grown into something much more. We've built a community where everyone feels welcome to share their thoughts and experiences, no matter how unconventional they might be. And that, my friends, is something truly special. So settle in, grab a warm beverage, and let's embark on another journey into the shadows. Tonight we're diving into a phenomenon that has captured the attention of researchers and enthusiasts alike, the enigma of the mantis aliens. Now picture this, it's July 16th, 2020, and the sun is beginning to set over the picturesque Oakwood Nature Reserve in Warwick, England. Paul Froggatt, a 26-year-old local, is enjoying a leisurely bike ride through the reserve, soaking in the tranquility of the surrounding woodland. Oakwood, by the way, is a place steeped in history. For centuries, it's been a haven for nature lovers, but also a place where whispers of strange occurrences have lingered in the air. Local folklore speaks of ancient spirits and hidden pathways, tales that have been passed down through generations. As Paul cycled along a secluded path, he noticed an unusual glow in the sky. An orange sphere radiating an ethereal light hung motionless above the treetops. Naturally, he was intrigued. He stopped his bike and gazed up at the strange object, wondering if it was a drone, a weather balloon, or something else entirely. But as he continued his ride, he soon realized that the sphere was just the beginning of a far more unsettling experience. A short distance further down the path, Paul came to an abrupt halt. Standing before him in the fading light was a creature that defied all expectations. It was tall, over 2 meters in height, and its form was reminiscent of a praying mantis. Its skin was a vibrant green, and its eyes, if he could call them that, seemed to pierce through him with an unnerving intensity. He was shocked and scared. Now, it's important to consider the context of this encounter. Paul, like any of us, is subject to the limitations of human perception. Our brains are wired to interpret the world around us, but sometimes those interpretations can be influenced by factors such as stress, fatigue, or even the power of suggestion. Could Paul have misidentified something? Could sleep deprivation or stress have played a role? These are valid questions, and we should always approach such accounts with a healthy dose of skepticism. Today, we delve into the various explanations that have been proposed for the mantis alien phenomenon. Some believe these sightings could be the result of psychological factors, while others suggest they may be due to misidentified known animals or even something more extraordinary. Let's explore these possibilities in detail. One phenomenon that could explain some visual distortions is pareidolia. Pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon where the brain perceives familiar patterns in random or ambiguous stimuli. For example, seeing faces in clouds or in the patterns of wood grain. This is because the human brain is hardwired to recognize faces, a crucial survival skill for social creatures. In Paul's case, it is possible that the combination of shadows, foliage, and the fading light created an ambiguous visual stimulus that his brain interpreted as a mantis-like form. Additionally, we must consider the possibility of misidentification of known animals. Deer, for example, can appear quite large and distorted in low light, and their antlers could potentially be mistaken for unusual appendages. Likewise, large insects or birds could be perceived as something more extraordinary if seen briefly or in a state of heightened anxiety. However, the consistency of mantis alien reports suggests that there might be more to this phenomenon than simple misidentification. We will explore those reports next. The mantis alien phenomenon is a thread that weaves its way through the tapestry of UFO lore. While not as widely publicized as the grey aliens or the Nordic aliens, the mantis beings have been reported across the globe, spanning decades. These accounts often share striking similarities, lending credence to the idea that there might be a real, if enigmatic, entity behind the sightings. One of the earliest and most intriguing cases comes from the 1950s, when a woman in California reported seeing a tall, insect-like creature with large, compound eyes and long, slender limbs. The creature was described as having a green exoskeleton and a calm, almost serene demeanor. Over the years, similar reports have surfaced from South America, Europe, and even Australia, each adding a piece to the puzzle. When we analyze these reports, certain patterns begin to emerge. The mantis aliens are consistently described as being tall, often over 2 meters in height, with a distinct praying mantis-like appearance. They are often reported as having large compound eyes, long slender limbs, and a green or brown exoskeleton. Some witnesses have even reported telepathic communication with these beings, describing feelings of peace and understanding. What could be the origins and intentions of these mantis aliens? That's a question that has baffled researchers and enthusiasts for years. Some theorize that they are a highly advanced extraterrestrial species, perhaps even older than our own. Others believe that they are extra-dimensional beings, existing in a parallel reality that occasionally intersects with our own. The concept of extra-dimensional beings is particularly intriguing. It suggests that there might be realities beyond our current understanding, realities where the laws of physics and biology operate differently. In such realities, beings with forms and abilities that seem impossible to us could exist. The cultural impact of the mantis aliens has also been significant. They have appeared in science fiction, literature, films, and even video games, often portrayed as wise and enigmatic beings. This reflects our fascination with the unknown and our desire to understand our place in the cosmos. It's important to distinguish between extraterrestrial and extra-dimensional. Extraterrestrial refers to life originating from another planet within our own universe. Extra-dimensional, on the other hand, refers to beings originating from a different dimension or reality altogether. While the two concepts are often conflated, they represent distinct possibilities. Now, let's turn our attention to the images taken by Robert Saldivar in Mexico, presented at a UFO event in Acapulco in 1997. These photos, if authentic, provide compelling evidence of the presence of grey aliens, another enigmatic species that has captured the imagination of the world. Saldivar claimed to have captured images of grey aliens in 3 separate locations in Mexico, all on the same day. This feat, if true, would require extraordinary skill and perhaps even a degree of luck. The photos themselves show small humanoid figures with large dark eyes and slender limbs, characteristic of the grey alien archetype. The authenticity of these photos has been debated for years. Some experts have pointed to inconsistencies in the images, suggesting that they might be hoaxes. Others have argued that the photos are genuine, citing the lack of evidence of manipulation. The connection between grey aliens and mantis aliens is a topic of much speculation. Some researchers believe that the two species might be related, perhaps even working together. Others believe that they are distinct entities, each with their own agendas. Grey alien encounters have been reported worldwide, often involving abductions and medical examinations. These encounters have left lasting psychological effects on many witnesses, leading to the formation of support groups and research organizations. The history of UFO photography is a complex and often controversial subject. From the early days of grainy black and white photos to the modern era of high-resolution digital images, the search for visual evidence of UFOs has been a constant pursuit. However, the lack of definitive proof has led to much skepticism and debate. As we conclude our journey through the Mantis enigma, I'm reminded of why we gather here in the Darkened Crypt. It's not merely about the strange or the unexplained, it's about embracing the fundamental wonder that defines our existence. The universe is vast beyond comprehension, filled with mysteries waiting to be discovered. Whether mantis beings exist as extraterrestrials, interdimensional travelers, or manifestations of our collective consciousness, the questions themselves enrich our lives. They remind us that we are explorers at heart, standing at the edge of an infinite cosmic ocean. Our community here at the Darkened Crypt is special because we understand something profound, that wonder and skepticism can coexist beautifully. We don't need absolute certainty to appreciate the journey of discovery. In a world often divided by rigid beliefs, we've created a sanctuary where curiosity thrives and where every possibility is worthy of thoughtful consideration. If tonight's exploration has sparked something within you, a question, a memory, or simply a sense of awe, I invite you to share that feeling with others. Each time you like, follow, or share our explorations, you're not just supporting the Darkened Crypt, you're extending an invitation to someone else who might be searching for this very community. Together, we're building something remarkable. A constellation of curious minds connected across the world, reminding each other that it's okay to look up at the stars and wonder. Your engagement helps us reach those who might otherwise feel alone in their questions about our strange and beautiful universe. Until next time, my friends, keep your minds open, your curiosity boundless. And remember, sometimes the most profound truths are found in the shadows, waiting for someone brave enough to illuminate them with the light of inquiry. I'm Mr. Cornwell, and this has been the Darkened Crypt. Like, follow and share if you've found value in our journey together, and I'll see you next time as we venture further into the beautiful unknown.